remember making deep playoff runs on a number of different occasions. The Dallas Cowboys, should they be playing all of their starters this weekend in a game that could wind up netting them the #1 seed, but I would make an argument it's very unlikely.
Absolutely.
Play everybody.
Play everybody. Did you see how the Dallas Cowboys looked last week? Did you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, against the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
When they were basically, like when all their players were rested, and they would basically scrap by against the JV squad of the Tennessee Titans. That is not the way you want to go into the postseason. So, Greeny, this nonsense that you're talking about with benching everybody, nah, bro.
You know how they would look even worse, Kmart? You know how they would look even worse? With Tony Pollard hurt, or C.D. Lamb hurt, or Dak Prescott hurt, or Trayvon Diggs hurt, or Micah Parsons hurt.
Yes.
Don't put those guys on the field Sunday.
Right. I'm with you. But you can't think like that.
Why not?
Because if you went into every game thinking like, oh, well, guys could get hurt, you'd never play a game.
Have you met me?
Fair point. Fair point. I think momentum is a very real thing this late in the season. And because of how we've seen Dallas play, whether we're talking about them against the Texans, you're just talking about the Titans. This is a Dallas team where everyone we were talking about as favorites now seems to be sort of scuffling along at the end.
Yep.
And that to me is a little concerning. And the Cowboys have a lot of areas, whether it be Dak and the interceptions, the defense, all run defense, all these things that you want to see them clean up before the playoffs start.
All right, point of parliamentary procedure. Let me show the odds, okay? Let me show you how little the Cowboys have to play for. What they need is for Philadelphia to lose. The Eagles are a 14-point favorite this weekend against a Giants team whose coach has basically made it clear. I'm suiting up at corner this weekend for them, okay? Right. The Giants aren't playing anybody. Philly is going to win that game, so you're not winning the division. Forget about San Francisco, because once the Eagles win, what the Niners do doesn't matter, and they're a 2-touchdown favorite. So, you want a bye week if you're the Cowboys? Take it this Sunday.
I hate that I disagree with the Super Bowl champion and I agree with the talk show host.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
Wow.
I'm sorry. And you want a Super Bowl too to sell, and you're going to be on this side. It makes me feel like I'm wrong. But the idea of being healthy, and Kimberly, you talked about momentum. I'm not sure that I buy momentum, but if there is momentum, the Cowboys' momentum is going in the wrong direction, so they need to stop.
Right.
They need to stop, take a second, reset, and try to redirect this momentum in the right direction. I do think that we failed to appreciate how important, how impactful injuries are on a football season and who ends up winning the championship. We know how important that bye is in the first round of the playoffs, and if you can manufacture one because you've earned it or because the circumstances have put you in that situation, I think it's better to be healthy than hot, in my view. And they're not a young team. They're not kids. They're a team that's been in playoff games and has a veteran quarterback. They'll be fine.
If you told me that I thought they had a real shot at winning the division, I would feel differently. Yeah. But there's no way the Eagles lose that game. There's just no way.
The Eagles to lose, and they need the 49ers.
Okay, somebody clip this. Greeny saying there's no way, because now I feel like you just putting bad juju out here.
That's the KOD, the kiss of death.
If the Eagles lose that game, and the games are at the same time because the league schedule, they did a very good job scheduling all that at the same time. Chris Canty, would you want to play? If you're a player on the Cowboys this weekend, knowing exactly what the circumstances are, and Mike McCarthy said, what do you think I should do? What would you tell them?
Players need to play, Greeny, and the Cowboys have a lot to clean up. And I get that it seems like there's nothing to play for, but you can't tell the 2007 Giants that because they clinched the week before the regular season finale. They went out and played the New England Patriots in a loss, but that loss gave them the confidence that they needed to go on a run and win the chip ultimately. And that's what it is about for the Dallas Cowboys. But when you look at how their defense is playing and how their quarterback is turning the ball over, it gives you a lot of concern about what they're going to be able to do once they get to the postseason, especially considering their first round matchup with the GOAT, Tom Brady. So I think there's a lot to be gained by playing against the Washington Commanders in terms of cleaning up some of the things that they've got to clean up.
Quick thought, because you look like you're laughing.
No, this just goes. Is y'all whole thinking is out of sight, out of mind? Like, if we just rest everybody just out of sight as far as potential, Dak interceptions or defense getting ran through, we just gonna rest everybody and hope that magically that everything will start working.
They've had 17 weeks.
Yeah.
If they haven't figured it out by now, doing one more game ain't gonna fix it. What could happen, what's likely to happen, is someone is 100% going to get nicked up in this game. I'd rather have my team healthy and going into the playoffs than pretend like we're going to solve all the problems that we had for 17 weeks this week against the Washington football team.
What he said. Plus, let me add another thing. Let me ask you a question. You ever have a late season bye while you were playing?
Oh.
Do you ever be on a team that had a bye really late in the season? You must have, right?
Yeah.
How good did you feel the next week?
I still felt terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Right? That's the whole point.
Okay. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.